Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. Well, I'm not but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
On the other side of it, we're off of a three-way hiatus here. We've got all the news and what happened and what's going on, but we're back. Scratch is set down at Daytona Beach on Pit Road Racing is live from the WCOBM right now.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Scratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
Las Vegas from the WCOBM studios here, right in the heart of downtown Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas. My partner in crime and all-around good guy down at the Nutshot Studios in Daytona Beach, Florida, right off of the big turn from the sand. Welcome, Scratch with a K. Good afternoon and welcome back, my friend. It's good to see you after 3 weeks, man.
Yeah, good evening, sir. It's good to see you as well. Good to be back doing this. I've been doing, we've been doing the high banks on the radio on Fridays, but this is fun. I love this, and I missed it. Well, I missed you, and here we are.
Where we are, and we're all real quickly. We've gotten some emails and stuff. And, Scratch, we're not the type of people that, things happen to us and personally we get on Facebook and start posting pictures and this and that. But real quickly, about 3 weeks ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and I had some bleeding coming out down from a private area. And I'd had a double hernia that had been replaced about 2 years ago. And I didn't know if something had slipped. I didn't know what. I was in some pain. So I went to the hospital and admitted myself in the emergency room. And they ran some tests and things else, and I had a really bad internal infection, an ITA from a urinary, and went up into my kidneys. And it was just absolutely brutal. So I was out for 5-6 days. They put me on all those really strong antibiotics. But right after that, Diane wakes up one night. It's on an early Monday morning, and her right leg is completely swelled. Scratch, everybody, it looked like a tree. It looked like a trunk. And as I called the emergency squad, we got her to the hospital. Well, she's had some blockage coming out of the artery leading into the right leg. Well, that, with a couple other complications, really messed with her kidney. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Diane only has one kidney. And we don't know why. We don't know how. If we have seen doctors upon doctors and clinics and this is and that's, and nobody can tell us why. But anyhow, her kidneys, the one had strengthened back up. Her numbers were fantastic. She was going to, monthly appointments. And all of a sudden the numbers dropped. And she's in the hospital, was there for 17 days. They put her in ICU. She was in the intensive care unit for like 9. And then they moved her down to ICM. And the last day they're there, she sent me a text. I had just left. She said, they're getting ready to move me to a standard room. And that was like 9 o'clock that night. And they released her the next day. But thank God she's okay. She is going right now. She's actually at the dialysis center now. She has a permanent port or catheter that's been placed right here. So she goes 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. It's a 3-hour session for her. So they've just got to keep the kidneys and keeping her in things and in her parts of her body, functioning correctly. But she's was in really good spirits. I left this morning, and she was on her way. We sort of left at the same time, but she was in really good spirits. And you got a chance to yap at her earlier today, and she sounds really good. So just all of our people, that's what happened. The show didn't go away. The show didn't do anything. It came down to personal time myself. And then actually, to finish the whole story off, 3 days after she's in a hospital, I ate a crappy taco and ended up getting food poisoning.
Sometimes luck just isn't in our favor.
No more fast foods for a while. Nothing. I'm not knocking it. I don't know. I'm just saying, But she's home. We brought her home this week, so she's home. And she's doing well, getting her strength back, and she's doing these treatments, and everything looks good. She'll be ready for Las Vegas coming up here in a couple of weeks. So
yeah, she told me earlier she'd be watching us too. So being she's the producer, I told her I'd be on my best behavior. She said I didn't have to do that, so I got permission to misbehave, I guess.
Yeah, you do. Always have to. The show misbehaves. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just can't help it. It just comes out.
Want to thank everybody for joining us here on Pit Road Racing live each and every Thursday afternoon at 6 p.m. on the East Coast, 3 p.m. here on the West Coast for you, man. When we do it from the WCOBM television network, which is located at 450 Fremont Street. We are in downtown Las Vegas, everybody. On the other side of us, the Gene Woods Racing Experience, and on the other side of that is the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. So it's a pretty cool complex all the way around, and just have a great time with us. And you can find us, of course, on the main page, or it's from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you wish to call these things. We're out there linked, and just on search on Pit Road Racing, and you should be able to find it. Want to thank Gene Woods Racing Experience, our partners of the show, also the Woods Family Sandwiches, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. That's what we work with here to do that. In fact, while I'm doing that, Scratch, I haven't done things for so long, so let us turn our ticker on there, and there she goes. You got the ticker on there. Let me see if I got the right ticker on. And yeah, it's right there. There she is. There it is. So we'll get into that in just a second. Let's say Las Vegas Motor Speedway. They're coming back for you here at Atlanta Motorsports Park. Red One Scooters, Hammer and Harry's, and our good friends also over at the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino right out the back door. That's where a lot of our guests for the Hot Show are going to stay this year. So over at the Downtown Grand. So we got them hooked. Scratch had the shoes in hand, man. We're pretty much done for the year as far as our partnerships go, but you can always at any time donate to the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. It's scrolling right down there below. It's a nonprofit, folks. It's a 501c3. We can give you all the information about it. Those are called Heart Shoes. Scratch has got them in his hands. They go out to needy men and women and children that's positive for necessary good health and positive development. Man, we've been all over Las Vegas, all over Arizona, all over California. Scratch, they went into the tunnels. Yeah. They went tunnels here. They took like 150 pairs of shoes and went down. And for those folks, there are tunnels that go underneath the city, and a lot of the homeless live in these tunnels. I mean, it's scary. But anyhow, they took up a group of 5 or 6 of them. They went down there and started. And I guess the people were really cool. They thanked them, and so that's a good thing. So anyhow, that's where you got more information. We'll keep the ticker going all through the show, and all through the show. And if you'd like to donate, just log on to the website. There's a donate button there. It's totally tax-free, 100% for you. It does it all right there. So, and you got the shoes. All right.
The boss is watching. Diane's watching now. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, Alan.
She's sitting in that nice. She said that room is like a meat locker, man. She said it is cold. Yeah, I got her big red blanket thing. I went and took it and got it all washed and cleaned up so she can wrap herself up into this thing. And she's got her. We love you, Diane.
For sure.
Everybody say hi to Diane. She's sitting there taking the juice, man. Taking the juice.
In the freezing cold. Isn't that nice? Why, you're in what? What is it there today? 100?
No, man, it's actually really nice. Like 85 here today.
Oh, really?
85,
it's 88. Yeah. You're here right now.
It's really nice here today.
85 is, I know you're about to get into the weather, but let me just say 85 in Las Vegas is beautiful. Like, that's perfect weather in Las Vegas. 85, 90 sounds hot. It's not in Las Vegas. It's beautiful out there around that temperature.
It's not so bad until you hit the 105s and up.
Right.
And I'm just telling you, folks, you're going to come out here in the summertime in June, late June, July, August, and about the first or second week into September.
Yeah.
Bring the suntan oil, but bring the sunscreen and make sure you're drinking water because it is hot here.
Yeah.
Let's roll on with it, man. Let's do race and weather. Scratch is standing by. He's got around the track where everybody's happening this weekend. Race and weather brought to you by our good friends at the Woods Family Sandwiches, Daylin Woods and the whole crew over there. Love those folks. 931 American Pacific, Suite 106 in the Las Vegas Henderson's, right on the line right there. You need more information, log on to their World Wide Web at wfsandwiches.com. Scratch, we're rolling down at the end of the Monster Energy Supercross Series. They're going to be in St. Louis this weekend. Come here next week for the finale. But in St. Louis, they got mostly sunny skies for everybody all weekend long. Highs are going to be up in the lower 90s. Good. It's going to be humidity is going to be tough there too. Dropping off the mid 60s in the nighttime. NASCAR is heading up to Tennessee, to Bristol. Sunny skies up in the mountains this weekend. Highs going to be great. Temperatures in the mid 70s for Bristol this weekend, dropping off into the lower 50s in the nighttime. So those nighttime races, them engines are going to roll. NHRA, they're kicking off playoff weekend, gets started at Maple Grove this weekend. Partly cloudy skies all weekend long. They got a shot of a thunderstorm early Sunday morning, but it should clear out for the finals. Daytime highs right around the mid 80s, nighttime lows in the mid 60s for you. High limits race in the dirt track, man. Sunny skies at the Needmore Speedway this weekend. 85 degrees, nighttime low, about 65. They said about 70 for the green flag. And the World of Outlaws is in Bakersfield, California, down at Kern County this weekend. Scratch, sunny skies, 86 and 68 for a nighttime low. Scratch, that's a look at race and weather. It's brought to you by our good friends at the Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific, Suite 106 in the Las Vegas Henderson area, World Wide Web at wfsandwiches.com. My friend, get ready to take us around the track, and it's brought to you by our partners at the Downtown Grand Hotel Casino. They're located right here in the heart of downtown, right at 206 North 3rd Street. You need to make a reservation, 855-384-7263. Still plenty of time for a little late night summertime fun, or you can book a room online at the downtowngrandhotel.com. Downtown Grand Hotel Casino's official partner of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame and on pit road racing. Scratch, take us around the track, buddy.
Yeah, man, y'all buckle up. I'm going to take y'all around the track right here locally at New Smyrna and Volusia Speedway Park. There's no racing this weekend. They both return on September 20th. At New Smyrna, they're going to have the Super Late Model Sunbelt Series Twin 50s. And Volusia Speedway Park, they're going to have Battle in Barberville. So if you guys want to check that out, go check their websites out and find out what is going on for those two events. So there's no racing here locally, but around the track we go. Monster Energy Supercross Series, September 12th and 13th in St. Louis, Missouri. The Progressive Flat Track Series, it returns back to action September 13th at Eldon, Missouri. West Coast Speedway Motorcycle Racing, September 13th, Costa Mesa. Formula One is off this week. IndyCar, they're all done. They're all done for the season, man. They'll be back next season, of course, God willing. Oh, of course they will. NHRA, September 11th through the 14th. That's today through the 14th at Maple Grove Raceway. High Limit Series, September 12th and 13th at Lawrenceville Speedway. NOS Energy Series, September, it doesn't have a date. Bakersfield Speedway, that's Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. American Beer Modified Series, September 12th at Needmore Speedway. NASCAR ARCA Series, Salem Speedway, September 20th. ARCA East, September 11th, that's today at Bristol. ARCA West, September 13th at All-American Speedway. Your Craftsman Truck Series is at Bristol Motor Speedway, Thursday, September 11th. Of course, that is today. Friday, tomorrow, Xfinity Series at Bristol and the NASCAR Cup Series also at Bristol. They get the 3-pack this weekend of NASCAR action at Bristol Motor Speedway. That will be Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Alan, that's a look around the track, buddy.
Sorry about the date. It's the 12th. NOS Energy
Okay.
drink at Kern County. That was my bad when I wrote that up. My bad there. Anyhow, around the track brought to you by our good friends at the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino, located at 206 North 3rd Street in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. 855-384-7263. And you can book them online at World Wide Web, downtowngrand.com. Hey, still time for a little bit of summertime fun, man. They got a great pool over there. Fantastic pool. It's like up on the 3rd or 4th floor. You know, got nice cabanas. It's really a cool place, man. Really. Also, real quickly too, just to let everybody know, Scratch got you racing down there here in Las Vegas. Scratch, we're getting ready to get fired up. Okay, so really, here's how it looks. The month of September, October, and leading into most of November, we are packed. So if you guys want to see some racing in Las Vegas, you got it. Here's how it kicks off. September 19th and 20th, the Supercross World Finals are here. What they do is they'll cover the strip up there. That's the drag strip at LVMS, and make the big Supercross track there at the 20th. That night, if you don't want to watch Supercross, you can go to the Bull Ring and watch short track racing for all the local guys there. Johnny Spilatro, the Giovannis, all those guys will be over there for that. October 10th, the Tour Cars and the Legend Cars will run Friday night at the Bull Ring. Saturday, October 11th, NASCAR Xfinity Series will be there at the big track. And on the 12th, NASCAR weekend wraps up with the round of 8 with the South Point 400. Back to the Bull Ring, October 18th for the championship night. That's where they'll decide it all, put all the money, all the trophies, and everything on the line at the Bull Ring. October 30th through November 2nd, the NHRA returns back here to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway to the Strip. No 4-wide this time around. It's just duels coming down. November 6th, 7th, and 8th. This one's for you, Scratch. It's the Open Wheel Showdown. It's at the dirt track, buddy. 350 modified cars will battle it out over 4 days on that super slick dirt track. And then wrapping up racing here in Las Vegas, November 20th, 21st, and in the finale on the 22nd, it'll be the third running of the Heineken F1 Grand Prix. So, man, are we packed and stacked, buddy? I'm telling you. We ready to go?
A lot of racing action, man. I'm always ready to go. I've been dying. I mean, I haven't raced in months. Because they canceled the one event. The other event, I tried to get my buddy to go to. I think I mentioned a little while back that we had a little issue with the Hell on Wheels promotion. The one time that we ran with them, my buddy won the flagpole race, and then they gave it to the guy in second, and they gave him second. But the excuse they gave would have made it like he didn't finish at all. So it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I'm glad I could reiterate that. So I was going to be like, the hell with him. I was going to go run it because, the hell with it. I want to run my car, right? And my boy was like, so what are we going to do? I'm like, hey, man, the hell with them, man. Let's go do this. He goes, nope. Nope. My boy was like, nah, Nick didn't want, and I don't want to go by myself. I'd rather us go as a team, whether it's a couple of us or all of us, or it doesn't matter. But so it looks like there's a night of destruction or a night of carnage coming up at Citrus County Speedway in another month that I may do. If not, we're going to get those tour destruction dates, those 3 dates that are coming up. One's like Halloween and one's Black Friday, and then there's another one in there somewhere. So we're about to get into some action here pretty soon. So, but I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
I am too. Want to say hi to Pat Beatty out there in the Beatty Racing family? We had Connor on. We've had him on. Love those guys. Things happen here, man. When you and I are going to be making a trip up to Millbrook,
I was just thinking I still had that.
Yeah, Florida ain't far from North Carolina.
Florida, come in over.
Florida ain't far from North Carolina. Hey, we got motorcycle news, NHRA. We'll get you updated on that. Not too much because everybody's sort of been, rocking and rolling. They'll get down to IndyCar. How about a new Garden's out, man? Kids, what? Penske lets him go. He goes to Andretti next day.
Yeah. I mean, did you really expect him to be out of work long?
Oh, I didn't think so.
I know his career's not over by any means. So yeah, I mean, hey, whatever.
Yeah. See you later. Bye. You don't want me anymore? You got to bring somebody in. Colton Herta. We'll get into this next week. Because, I'm really glad to see Andretti Global. The team's all been approved. They got 2 drivers all set up. Colton Herta has been signed off. He's leaving IndyCar and moving over. He's going to go to the big boys. He's going to be the test guy for Andretti Global and the F1 team. So we'll get into that next week. But, I mean, this is good. Heard a rumor flying around. I heard a rumor flying. I don't know. I got somebody checking on this. I heard Chip Ganassi could get back to NASCAR. But there's one condition, at least one condition. He's got to bring a Honda.
I've vaguely heard a little something about that myself. Through nobody at all. The internet readings.
Haas is switching to Chevrolet, going to alliance with Hendrick next year.
Yeah, I saw that. Everybody thought Haas was going to be the 4th or the 3rd legacy car. Yeah. Remember? That's what everybody thought. it was going to be the third legacy car, but no, it's going to align with Hendricks and drive Chevys. Yeah, it's probably a better move.
You better watch out. You better watch out because the Dodgers are coming. They're coming. They're going to come. They're going to come hard. Especially if you only get two or three teams originally to sign up on it, they're going to throw the money. They're going to throw the money. They're throwing the money in. Hey, listen, they're throwing the money at Tony. They're throwing the money in the racing and the drag racing. So this could be something. You and I let him in. Let him in. If Ganassi wants to run a Honda, let him in.
Let him in.
That's more money. I see you're enjoying a nice cold Red Bull today. I like that.
I am.
There you go.
My second favorite flavor. It was my favorite flavor until they did the summertime this year, which was like white peach.
Okay.
Now they're all gone, so I'm back to this one. But I don't know why they don't make. Listen, they got some regular flavors out there.
Yeah.
That I think maybe they should not get rid of or discontinue, but they should definitely make that summertime that they just had that white peach. They should make that a regular one, man. That thing was delicious. I drink 3 or 4 of these things a day, man. That's why I'm always full of energy.
I get one. I no more on Thursdays. I drink 2. I'll drink one in the morning on my way to work, and on the way to here to the studio and stuff. And I might have one. Consider it sort of late afternoon. I think I'll let that the second one sit in the refrigerator in here till next week. But I usually have one about halfway through the show. All right, Scratch, take us to break, buddy. When we come back, let's do some motorcycle, NHRA, and IndyCar updates. And then, of course, we're going to talk NASCAR. World of Outlaws are running everything. We'll do it. Scratch, take us to break, buddy.
Yeah, that's Alan Michaels right there in the WCOBM studios in Las Vegas. I am Scratch with a K in Daytona at the Nut Shack Entertainment Studios. Together, we are on Pit Road Racing. We'll be back shortly.
This is speed. This is winning. This is losing. This is smoke and fire. This is high stakes and wild cards. This is family and tradition. This is everything on the line. This is it. This is NASCAR in Las Vegas. The South Point 400, a NASCAR playoff race, October 10th through 12th. Get your tickets now. LVMS.com.
I'm telling you, that porterhouse steak right there and that slice of cheesecake and that spot look really, really good, man.
That's why I was looking down. I can't look at that steak stuff anymore. I can't be watching steaks when I gotta go eat, burgers or whatever.
Well, the burger that they had on there looked really good too.
I'm just kidding.
Diane, when you're feeling better, we're going to go over to the downtown Grand because Diane loves a good porterhouse steak. Now, she's not a big steak fan, but if you serve her up a nice medium well porterhouse, she'll Diane. I'm telling you, we're gonna go over and check those guys out. I mean, anyhow, I got my Earnhardt shirt. I got my Earnhardt shirt on today. I pulled him out. I just felt so good. Did you hear this? Earnhardt Junior's got $5 tickets, Scratch, at Hickory Motor Speedway.
Isn't that cool?
$5 tickets.
$5 to go watch racing at Hickory. That's
one of the most.
I want to go.
Just for that alone, I mean, really, if I had time to play around and had a few extra in the bank, I'd jump on a plane. I swear to God, I'd jump on a plane to Greensboro right now. Well, actually, just go to Charlotte. Now, fly to Charlotte because Charlotte's closer to Hickory.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
All right. You ready to go motorcycle news and everything?
man. This segment was brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry icons, past and present. For more information, log on to www.hotshoe.com. Alan?
You got a Las Vegas will host next weekend the final event for the 2025 regular season of the Monster Energy Supercross. The crews are going to turn the strip into a full course dirt track. That's right; they'll cover it all full of dirt. But the show's got to be make one final stop, and they're going to be going to St. Louis this weekend, where you'll see the 250s. The 250s, both East and the West, will be there, and the 450 class. Here's how it looks: scratch point standings going in to St. Louis this weekend. The 250cc class right now it's Tom Vallely up on top. 250cc West, it's Hayden Deegan. In the 450cc class, Cooper Webb takes that, and Yamaha leads the manufacturers division. Scratch, that's a look at what you got right there, buddy.
Right on, man. As I mentioned previously, this segment brought to you by the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, celebrating and preserving the memories of great motorcycle racers and the motorcycle industry icons, past and present. For more information, log on to www.hotshoe.com.
That's right. Looking good with it. It's going to be good, man. We're going next weekend. We're going to go out. Yeah, we're going out next weekend. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Friday night for practice. I think we're going to go Friday night for practice, and then Saturday they'll race them out. It'll be really, really crazy there for her to get around and stuff. But I think, we're going to ride out Friday night after I get done at the Gene Woods racing track here. I think we'll ride out and catch a round of motocross. I'm interested to see how they turn the strip into this gigantic supercross track. It's got to be cool.
Yeah, I think it probably will be like it's like at Daytona. So I think we probably spoke of this back in March, but this was like the first year I didn't work for Bike Week or a bike event, and I was like, man, I am going to the Supercross. I'm going to the Supercross. I've been wanting to go to the Supercross. I can't ever go to the Supercross. I'm working. I went to the Supercross at Daytona International Speedway, and they do it in the grass right between pit road and the front stretch. Okay. All right. And they take up that whole area, the same thing, take up the whole area. They have, which is part of Daytona, before they put that big tunnel in down in turn 1, we only had the 2 tubes in turn 4 to get, in and out of the infield. And so they have a jump where they got 2 tubes in there, and they have the like a jump going over it. So it's symbolic of the tunnel at Daytona, but it's part of the Supercross track. I'm just telling you, the way they transform that midway right there into the Supercross track is amazing. So every time you keep saying they're going to do that on the drag strip out there, I'm like, wow, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. It's just, I'm telling you right now, the one at Daytona was amazing. So I would love to see what they do at the drag strip out there.
Yeah, I want to go out there and check that out. So that's what we'll do. All right, take us next, man. You got us. Go.
Yeah, man, it's time for a look at the NHRA. This segment is brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good food, fun times, service with an attitude, and home of the $5 margarita. It's at 450 Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas, where they have comedy there every Thursday night.
Yeah, they do. People, when I left out of here a couple of weeks ago, did the show last, I had to stop and do a few things and everything else, but they were starting to load them up in there. Sure. They were. They're bringing in some good comedians. Real quickly, results from Indy. Just Top Fuel, Justin Ashley, Funny Car, Austin Brock. Got to give a shout out. Erica Enders finally gets her first win of the year, and she moves into the playoffs. Man, I was really worried about Pro Stock Motorcycle Gage Herrera. The playoffs are starting this week at Maple Grove. Only 6 races left, Scratch, in the 2020 season here. And here's a look at who's the top seeds. Are you buddy? Top seed, Top Fuel, top and he's the regular season champion. Tony Stewart, the smoke himself, leading in his last season in the car.
Yeah, right? He's being replaced by his wife. Yeah. His wife is getting
out of the car after this year. Tony Stewart as top seed. Austin Brock, Funny Cars, Dallas Glenn in the Pro Stocks, and who else? Gage Herrera right there for the Pro Stock Motorcycles. Racing action got started off late this afternoon over at Maple Grove, and they'll run all the way through the weekend. 6 races, and in fact, like I said earlier, and talked about it earlier, they'll be out here in 4 or 5 weeks. They'll be here, one of the last races of the season. Yeah, then they go to Panoma for the finale. All right. There you go.
There you go. This segment brought to you by Hammer and Harry's. Good food, fun times, service with an attitude. Home of the $5 margarita, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. Go check out the comedy show there tonight, man. Tell them Scratch with a K sent you.
Yeah, real quick from Hammer and Harry's. When we get back, we'll talk a little ending car news and the world of outlaws and all that. Hammer and Harry's is right here with us, man. Get your $5 margaritas on Pit Road Racing live in Las Vegas and in Daytona Beach, Florida, everybody.
At Hammer Harry's, we're not like other restaurants.
The hell do you want?
We're service with an attitude.
There's your food. Don't ask me for anything else.
Dishing out great food, strong drinks, weekly events, and a hefty serving of sass. Only at Hammered Harry's.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
There we go. I found the switch for the back music, man. Something here at the StreamYard, buddy. They started switching things around and all these new creative panels and everything.
I noticed last night, right? I did on mine. I did the Karaoke Bowl 2. I broadcast it live on my Nut Shack Entertainment TV YouTube and on Mulligan's Facebook page for him. And that's when because that's the first thing I had done in a little bit, and I noticed, oh, these buttons are different. Things are different.
Yeah, look at this stuff. It's all moving around here. All a bunch of crazy things that they did to it. There we go. Now I'm back to full scale here. There we go.
They did
Well,
something.
yeah, it's really crazy. Anyhow, hey, trying to check in a little bit of F1. Scratch has got that for you. Segment brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. More information, everybody, give them a shout at 678. That's 381-8527. Catch them online at the World Wide Web, AtlantaMotorsports.com. Atlanta Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports. Scratch results out from the Italian Grand Prix, my friend.
Yes, sir. Here is a look at the results from the Italian Grand Prix. I had to do it because you did it. Italian Grand Prix. Your winner with Max V, with Lando Norris finishing second. Oscar Piastri was third with 7 races left in the 2025 F1 season.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I thought you had something to say. Here is a look at the point standings. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, and Max V.
Going to be interesting to see 6 races. Of course, they're coming out here. Fastest race ever. I read this. Fastest F1 race in Italy ever. Max V had the pole and I mean smoked him in the pole, and then actually recorded the fastest race pole-wise, time-wise of the race. Max V. So he's on his stretch to kick it up. Man, he was down in points, but he's back. He's standing in third. Him and Oscar and Norris, man, I'm telling you. Segment brought to you by our partners at Atlanta Motorsports Park. Scratch more information, 678-381-8527, Atlanta Motorsports Park, country club of all the motorsportsparks.com. Racing news from the dirt. Brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience right here at 450 Fremont Street, everybody, downtown Las Vegas. It's a true indoor drift track. Scratch can justify it as he's slamming against the wall the last time he was here. See, I can make fun of myself. I don't care anymore.
Oh,
I don't care.
True
Come on
story.
down and check us out, man. Great day. Happy hour every day. $5 off for everybody every day. Noon to 6, everybody $5, no matter what. Whether you take a picture of the sign, you don't take a picture of the sign. I don't give a damn. You come in, you get $5 off. On Tuesdays, we got a 2 for Tuesday deal here. 2 races, $45. 30 laps on the track for $45. You ain't going to get that at the old one place. See how I was nice about that?
I do. I don't know what place you're talking about, but
I'll tell you later.
I was just going to tell everybody, don't mention my name at the door there. And they'll be watching you like a hawk.
You got it. You got the latest as they're heading down to Kevin Harvick's place. Tell them about Scratch.
Yeah, man, the greatest show on dirt heads to Bakersfield Speedway. That's Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway. Big night on the dirt tomorrow night. Alan, and you have a look at the, oh, my bad. Alan, you have a look at the current point standings.
David Gravel, Michael Colfield, and Carson Macedo top your top 3, Scratch. World of Outlaws Real Beer American Beer Series back in action at Needmore Speedway, and a trip also to Sonoma Speedway on Saturday night. Scratch the current point standings. You got him. Tell him about old Mr. Bobby Pierce and the gang there, buddy.
Yeah, Bobby Pierce and the gang. Bobby Pierce first, Nick Hoffman is second, Ryan Gustin is third. That's your top 3 going into this weekend. Racing news from the dirt. This segment brought to you by Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas, the only true indoor drift track. And you can go check them out at GoKartLasVegas.com. Make sure you spell Cart with a K, like you do my name, Scratch with a K. You can call them at 702-270-8100 and have Alan Michael show you where I put him into the wall out there, where it took place. It's a famous spot at the track.
Yeah, coming right down into the front stretch into that turn number 1. He cracked me right there.
And to think that's how I actually race these days. That's literally the kind of racing that I do now. Stuff
I feel sorry for that poor bunny rabbit.
Yeah, it's taking a ride. It's been waiting months and months and months. It's literally right here to my right.
Where is rabbit? Show me the rabbit today. We'll tell you guys the story here when we get a chat talk. We'll tell you. Keep the rabbit. There he is. He's getting tied onto a bumper. Poor thing.
Hey.
I had to report you to animal cruelty.
And it's not even the rabbit's fault. That's what's a shame.
And you're going to make the rabbit pay for it.
The rabbit's going to pay. We hunt rabbits. Rabbits.
Shoot him out.
Great. There you go. Now I'm going to just have the rabbit for the rest of the show. Right there,
okay, leave him there, man. Poor thing.
At your request.
My request. Let's talk a little bit of high limits. Take us there, man.
Okay, give me 1 second to get there. We got distracted by the rabbits.
That's it. We've been out there 3 weeks, and this thing's just gone totally to hell to damn.
Oh yeah, it used to flow, and now, well, I don't know if it did or not. But this report's brought to you by Red One Scooters. We're back in action. Need some mobility help? Contact our good friends at Red One Scooters, 702-713-0587 to make your reservation. You need to get around, you call Red One. Alan, what happened in the high limit series?
Yeah, back-to-back action race. Back-to-back action this weekend. Scratches the series. Hits Lernersville this weekend for a double letter. Hey, man, how about our buddy Rico Abreu picking up 2 victories before the break? 12 events left up in the season, and guess who has taken the points? Brad Sweet has led it all year long. Not now, because old Rico has taken the top spot. Him, Brad Sweet, Brett Marks are holding on to the top 3, man. They're racing, like we said, man. They're
Uncle Rico.
I'm telling you, I'm not focused on the damn rabbit.
Okay, well, you made that happen. The report's brought to you by Red One Scooters. You need some mobility. Help, contact our good friends at Red One Scooters, 702-713-0687 to make your reservation. You need to get around. Call Red One.
You got it.
Now you got me. Oh.
You're going to send a scooter for that poor rabbit.
It's going to need one.
Hey, time for some NASCAR news. Scratch is going to update you from all the weekend's fast action. This segment is brought to you by our good friends at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. NASCAR returns for the round of 8. Everybody, the South Point 400 weekend is October 10th, 11th, and 12th. NHRA turns back over there October 30th in the Open Wheel Showdown in Bullring. You get all the tickets to all the events at LVMS.com. Scratch, please take us to the NASCAR nuts. I can get it together.
I'm going to try. NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Race Fast Facts. Darlington. Corey Heim, he won the Sober or Slammer 200, his 19th victory in 83 Craftsman Truck Series races. This is his 8th victory and 15th top 10 finish in 2025. Daniel Hemrick, he was second. He posted his first top 10 finish in one race at Darlington, and it is his 14th top 10 finish of 2025. Grant Emfinger placed third. He posted his 5th top 10 finish and in 7 races at Darlington Raceway. Connor Mozak, he was 13th. He was the highest finishing rookie. Corey Heim, he led the point standings by 59 points over Lane Riggs. Right now, the Truck Series driver point standings after Darlington, race 1 of 3 in the round of 10. Corey Heim, he's on top because he doesn't stop winning. Lane Riggs is second. Daniel Hemrick is third. Grant Emfinger is fourth. Tyler Ankrum is fifth. Ty Majeski is sixth. Rajah Caruth, seventh. Jake Garcia, eighth. And if it was finished right now, you're going to miss the round of 8, Chandler Smith and Caden Honeycutt. So we'll see what happens there. Speaking of a dude that doesn't quit winning, NASCAR Xfinity Series right here, Connor Zilich, he won the New Way 200, sauced by Blues Hog, his 10th victory in 29 Xfinity Series races. This is his 9th victory in the 17th top 10 finish in 2025. This is his first victory and first top 10 finish in one race at Worldwide Technology Raceway. William Solich, he finished second, posted his first top 10 of the year. Worldwide Technology Raceway, at the track there. It is the 8th top 10 finish in 2025. Kristen Eckes was third. He posted his first top 10 finish at Worldwide Raceway. Connor Zilich, of course, once again, the top 10 finishing rookie with another victory. He leads the point standings by 53 over Justin Allgaier. In third is Sam Mayer, Jesse Love, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, Nick Sanchez, Carson Quapple. Currently below the elimination line, Taylor Gray, Sheldon Creed, Harrison Burton, and Austin Hill. All right, now, round of 12 that starts September 12th at Bristol.
Oh. You know, that's what I was going to say. The round of 12 starts. So tonight or tomorrow night, playoffs start for the Xfinity Series.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Right. That was what that was about. That was still the Xfinity Series. Correct. Denny Hamlin, he won a race and told everybody to get on the bandwagon or get run over by it, which I found very entertaining for a guy I don't like, but I found that funny. His 59th victory in 713 series races. It was his 5th victory and 15th top 10 finish of 2025. This is his first victory at 3rd top 10 finish in 4 races at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Chase Briscoe was second. He posted his first top 10 finish in 4 races at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Chase Elliott was 3rd. Shane Van Gisbergen was 25th. That's not going to help much, but he was the highest finishing Cup rookie. Denny Hamlin, he leads the point standings by 5 points over Chase Briscoe, with Kyle Larson in 3rd. Bubba Wallace, he's in 4th. People don't like it. I love it. Ryan Blaney in 5th. William Byron in 6th. Tyler Reddick in 7th. Christopher Bell in 8th. Chase Elliott in 9th. Joey Logano in 10th. Ross Chastain is in 11th. Austin Cedric is 12th. And below the cut line, Austin Dillon, SVG, he's 14th. Alex Bowman, he's 15th. And Josh Berry is 16th. Alan?
I'm going to tell you something.
Yep.
Segment brought to you by our good friends at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. Round of 8 returns, South Point 400 weekend, October 10th, 11th, 12th. NASCAR returns back for the NHRA October 11th, Open Wheels Showdown, and the Bull Ring races. All the tickets are available at LVMS.com. Jose Guerrero is going to be our special guest next week, too, man. He is the new media director and communications director. He's going to tell us everything that they got planned out here coming up. Couple of quick things. Bob Ney watching us. Bob's down in the Philippines. Okay, Bob, yeah, you got your shout out to Bubba. He's a Bubba fan.
Yeah.
I got nothing personal against him. Just quit whining. I just don't quit whining and crying when he gets that. That's the only thing. That's all right. And another thing, I'm going to tell you right now, boy, if they put good equipment on these boys in the Cup Series, you think you got a wild ride right now with your with Carson Hocevar? You better watch out for Connor Zilich. You better watch out for the Zilich kid next year. If they put good equipment under this kid, watch out. This kid can drive. He can drive.
Well, I imagine they're going to. That's not a terrible team as it is. You know,
No.
I mean, everybody's won there. for the most part. SVG's the road course guy. Connor can do both. Connor can do both. And Ross Chastain wins. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not killing it, but he wins. He's
he wins.
He's in the playoffs. I don't see any reason why. He's not going to jump in there and be great right off the bat, man. But we'll find out. I've thought that about other people. Of course, there's other people that I thought were going to be, horrible that weren't. So
I'm just telling you.
All I keep thinking about right now is saying back at the end of the year, because I don't like Denny Hamlin, just saying that he wasn't going to win a championship, and he could possibly win a championship. And then I found him very entertaining being sarcastic the other day. So I'm like, oh, no. Am I going to go back on what I said at the beginning of the season about, I don't know, man.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I've been watching his podcast, and he's calling him out. I mean, he ain't sparing nothing. I mean, he's calling the France family out. He's called everybody out.
Yeah.
I mean, he is taking, kicky ass and they take no prisoners.
Well, let's not forget that he's in a lawsuit with NASCAR. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see this.
I think it's interesting to be a partner with somebody with 3 cars and you race for somebody else. I mean, don't get me wrong. DEI, was the same thing. DEI was the same thing. Dale Earnhardt owned a team with 3 drivers, and then he drove for somebody else. I just always found that. I mean, nothing wrong with it, just kind of different. I mean, not different, but you get what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think you
own your own team with 3 cars, but yet you race for somebody else.
Yeah, and I think when the end of that deal came down too, for that, I mean, the deals are the deals, but with him and Richard, that I think that Dale had already made plans to retire within a year or two, and got the team settled in, lived his agreements in his, I mean, listen, if it wasn't for Childers and Earnhardt and Childers, there would be no 7 championships the way he did it. Okay. I'm just telling you.
No, right.
Those 2 were magic back in the day. They were magic. I mean, that whole team was magic.
Yeah. Earnhardt and Childers were the 100% opposite of Earnhardt and Busch. I mean, Busch and Childers.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
Like opposite.
And totally opposite of the grandkids too. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, every time, last time I said something bad about Austin Dillon, which I think I said something about putting Jesse Love in the car instead or something like that. Yeah, he won. You know what? If anybody's ever like betting NASCAR or anything like that, I'm gonna let them know right now. Take my advice by doing the complete opposite of what I say. If you bet Denny Hamlin early in the year for the futures, you might hit something. And I'm like, there's no way.
I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see his younger brother's doing a little bit better this year. The Ties actually showed some good improvement this year.
Yeah, Colleague's not a terrible team to be racing for either. I mean, it's decent. It's fairly competitive. I mean, they're not right there yet, but you know what? They're going to be, because they're going to be Dodge eventually.
Speaking of it,
yeah,
officially announced, Ram officially confirmed that the Kellogg Racing will become an anchor factory team for the truck makers. Highly anticipated return to NASCAR in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in 2026. Kellogg Racing, formed a decade ago, Ohio-based entrepreneur, community leader, philanthropist Matt Kellogg is posed to field up to 5. Are you ready? 5 Ram 1500 trucks in the NASCAR Series starting February 13th of 2026. I like it. I like it. I mean,
trucks.
5 trucks.
5 College Racing Rams.
You couldn't have said that any better. You couldn't have said that any better. No, seriously. That is, I mean, look out. I'm telling you right now, this is, I hope this opens up the Pandora's box, the can of worms. I hope it opens it all. I want to see more manufacturers get into racing. I mean, there's nothing against, it's nothing against Chevrolet or Ford or Toyota.
Not at all. Not at all. Just more whatever. Just bring it. Let's go racing. Yeah.
Let's make the party.
For sure. Got to make a party. All right.
You got a little news about Nice Motorsports adds a ownership structure there, and also yeah, I think so.
I do. You don't think so? You know so. Here we go. Nice Motorsports, a powerhouse in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, is proud to announce a new chapter in its storied truck history. Josh Morris, CEO and of DQS Solutions and Staffing, along with Greg Fowler, CEO of JF Electric and family, have joined forces to become the majority owners of the team, while their companies have long supported Nice Motorsports as sponsors. This personal investment marks a deeper commitment to the team's future. Nice Motorsports will continue to compete under the established name, building a foundation of performance, passion, and growth. As part of its transition, key leadership roles with the organization have been elevated. Cody Ifa has been named president and CEO.
Yeah. That's adding some more. Well, those guys are sponsoring the team like that. I love those guys over in Nice. They're really good. We've had those guys all on the show before. How about Bristol, man, this weekend? You know what? Before you said this, did you know that there are a lot of people pissed off about this baseball thing because they bought tickets that couldn't even see the field? They ran that, who was it there? The Reds in Houston or somebody, or the Phillies or whatever.
The Reds in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah.
They bought tickets. They couldn't feel. Where were they? Turn 4?
I don't know.
I don't remember how it was laid out.
People, there was a bunch of stuff online about this. People that bought these seats, paid $150, $200 a ticket, and you couldn't even see the field. And it wasn't Bristol's fault. It was the way that Major League Baseball laid it out. So, Bristol just did what they told them to do. But anyhow, I think they got the construction. They better have the construction done because they're racing there right now, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. The Roar NASCAR engines are returning to Bristol this weekend with the Bass Pro Shops night race. So officials said this past Wednesday the rebuild project following the MLB Speedway Classic in August is nearly complete. I'm pretty sure it is complete at this point.
Yeah, it is now.
If it's nearly complete, we got a problem. More than 200 workers from MLB and 100 BMS operations employers and contracts had worked nonstop since the final out of the historic MLB Speedway Classic to change the facility from a baseball stadium back to its normal setting, which is a world-class NASCAR venue.
Called the Coliseum, the last great one. That's what it is. I'm really I'm a little teed off about this next one, Scratch. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations is looking into grant money that was used at Rockingham Speedway. You get something going good, and then somebody's got to just throw the damn monkey wrench into something. Please tell me about this. Please.
All right. Yeah. North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation. It's looking into Richmond County commissioners for using grant money to pay Rockingham Speedway's overdue bill to a vendor. Okay. So in August, Hamlet, North Carolina city manager John Terzui, or something like that, accused Richmond County officials of violating 4 state statutes when they authorized $375,000 to pay a safer barrier company that was preparing to put a lien on the historic speedway. All right. The city manager's request came 2 days after NASCAR announced the Rockingham track was on its 2026 O'Reilly Auto Parts and Craftsman Truck Series schedule. The city manager believes that Richmond County Board of Commissioners failed to comply with the economic development statutes and misused public funds. What you think about that? You look like you have an opinion about that.
They've been wanting racing. I've been wanting racing back in Rockingham for years. One of my favorite all-time tracks, The Rock. Been there many a times. And now you get something good. You get people in there that are going to put some money back into it. NASCAR's agreed to bring some racing back in there. And then you get some guy that's trying to pull the BS here. Well, somebody just come up front and say, hey, man, we need $375 to put the safer barrier in. Why do you got to go behind somebody's back and
$375,000?
Yeah, $375,000.
We all got $300. I'll give them $375.
Well, it's I'm just. You got to go beyond, you get something, you've been, and they deserve to have a race back there. I've always said that. But then you got to play ball like this and screw stuff up. God, you just want to grab a hold of somebody. You remember Back to the Future. Remember, hello, anybody in there? We got anything in there, McFly, yeah.
Hello, McFly.
Tell us about Thor Motorsports, my friend.
Thor Motorsports. They announced a new chapter for the storied 88 NASCAR Truck Series entry. 3-time series champion Matt Crafton. He'll conclude his full-time driving career at the end of this season. His 23-year partnership with Menards stands as the longest running driver primary sponsor relationship in NASCAR history, beginning in 2026. Teammate and 2024 series champion Ty Majeski, he's going to take the wheel of the 88 full time. In his 26th year behind the wheel of the number 88, Crafton, he was a champion in 2013, 2014, and 2019. He ranks second all time in series championships and remains the only driver to secure back-to-back titles. His remarkable longevity is highlighted by the most consecutive Truck Series starts, projected to exceed 560 by the end of 2025. Crafton also ranks among the series' best wins, 15 top 10 finishes, 328 plus poles, 16, and laps led, 2,716. A West Coast Stock Car Hall of Fame inductee, Crafton is a cornerstone of Thor Sports legacy.
One hell of a nice guy to talk to. One hell gets straight to the point. When you do an interview with him
forever. I just felt like
too.
that was a guy that was going to just race trucks forever.
I mean, what a career. And another thing, and kept Menards. And Kev Menards is a sponsor for that long. And I mean, he had some up and down seasons. But I mean, kept them consistently that long. Like you said, it's the longest sports ever in sponsorship.
Yep.
I'll run through this because we all know what's going to happen. I'm glad this has happened. I'm glad the Junction stopped all this. There ain't no selling. Everybody jumping on this board wanting to sell these charters and everything else and lease them out to other teams or whatever. No, you got a court date coming up, folks. You can't sell the damn things. You can't lease the damn things out until the court decides. Whether Hamlin and Jordan win or whether Front Row Motorsports, whether they win or they lose, you can't do it. And I'm glad they stepped in. It's about time.
Hypothetically, NASCAR sells the charters now and then loses the court case. Then what happens? You can't. I mean, come on, common sense.
I think about this whole thing, and I always knew from the day one this thing started, eventually it was going to come back to bite them. And I'm really sort of feeling because there's a lot of good. I mean, we got Zane Smith who raced out here at the Bull Ring, Noah. These guys could be out of rides, and not because of their fault.
Well, somebody's got to drive. Somebody's got to drive the cars that are with the new charters. Of course, people might have something in mind for that. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely gonna. You want to talk about a silly season? It's gonna definitely. This court case is going to, especially if NASCAR wins, is going to definitely make it silly. Because you're talking about losing what? 6 cars, 2 teams, 6 cars. Is that right? They're both 3-car teams, right? And then that's 6 drivers. That's 6 cars. That's 2 teams with who knows where those things go. It might not even be 2 more teams. It might be going to this team already established, this team already established, a couple going to this team coming in, could be, and who knows what happens.
Well,
so
Hendrick,
it might be a big mix-up.
Hendrick and Gibbs are X'd out because they already got 4 teams. They can't put any more on the track.
Right.
So they can't do anything more. I guess they could, but they can't. Well, I guess what they can do is have other employees of the company, but it couldn't race under the Hendrick banner. No. They can't race under the Gibbs's banner,
right? Because
they're tapped out. So it's got to go somewhere. I just
hate to see all that happen. To be honest with you, I like it the way it is. I mean, the teams. I like those. I like 23-11 and Front Row. I'd hate to see that happen to him, but hey, you go up against a fight with NASCAR, I mean, you win or lose. Is
it truly a monopoly? That's what everybody's saying. So I mean,
I've always kind of felt that way a little bit. I mean, I've always felt that way. With what they say goes. Is it not? Has it not always been that way? What they say goes. Period.
We got
who's their competition?
We got a very good friend of this show. His name is Mr. Johnny Spilatro. He's a driver for the Bull Ring, Super Late Model Series or Pro Late Model, whatever they call him. But his dad's a lawyer.
He wins a lot too. From now that I'm friends with him on Facebook, I noticed that he wins a lot.
He's doing well. He's had a good year this year.
Yeah.
Last weekend wasn't a good weekend for him last weekend. He started on a pole first race. But his dad's a lawyer. You know what? I think I'm gonna make a telephone call. And if it, I think I'd like to invite Mr. Spilotro on the show. He's the lawyer. Now, whether he knows everything, but I'm going to ask him, does he know about this? And in his view, I'm going to ask him whether he comes on or he doesn't, declines, accepts or not. But you know what? We got a friend that's a lawyer here in Las Vegas, and I'm going to ask him because he's a very smart man, very, very smart man. I just, somebody asked me the other day, they said, well, they were talking about Jordan and Hamlin, 2311. Said, well, what about Riley? I think out of everybody there, if Riley loses his ride, there's one thing that's good for Riley. Riley is on the boat that Matt Crafton is on. He's had a good sponsor all through his career with Monster Energy with him. Now, give it to the point that his family owns, 130, 40 convenience stores and gas stations, and Monster Energy is in favor in every one of them. Sure. Well, that's how the game works. You put our product in the store, we'll give you racing money.
Yeah.
Let's be honest to God's truth. Come on. So I said, Riley, I think because, Scratch, you remember this. You've been following racing a long time. It used to be the sponsor followed the team owner. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't like that
more
no
so
more.
than anything. Yeah. No. Yeah.
It ain't like that no more. The sponsors are following the drivers now.
Yeah.
So which tells me in common sense, if Riley would lose his ride there and somebody picks him up, he's got money coming with him.
Yeah, he's going with a fat wallet.
He's got money.
Right.
We already spoke about this, and I'll move on real quickly. Connor Zilic is to drive the Trackhouse Chevrolet 2026. I'm just telling you, I just like this kid.
Me too. I think he's going to blow it up. He
gets off. They got that bright red hair.
There's a small part of me. There's a small part of me too that and I love. I love the whole front row. Not front row. I love the whole Trackhouse team. But there's a part of me that kind of wants SVG to slide into the 99 number.
Okay.
Because they didn't give a number when they made this announcement initially. That I don't think, to my knowledge, they still haven't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to tell you that I would like to see SVG slide into the 99 number so Connor could just carry that 88 with him when he comes up to the Cup Series. But who knows what's going to happen? That could happen, I guess, maybe, or maybe he'll just be in the 99, whatever, or a different number even.
Well, it would be been this. So technically, who owns the 88 number in the Cup Series?
Trackhouse.
Trackhouse owns the number.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, they just slide. Nothing really would change other than the numbers, probably, to my knowledge.
And don't they also have that don't they have that fourth development team, like the 63 car or something like that they use every now and then? Like they bring
have the Project 91 too.
Yeah, Project. Yeah. That's what I meant. Project 91. There you go.
They have another number too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, yeah, they got Project 91, which I don't know if they're still going to even be doing that. But
if I was SVG, I would, after the racing season's over with, take my time, go home, spend time in New Zealand because he likes it there. It's peaceful.
I'm sure it is.
But by darn after that, I'd get back to the States, and I'll tell you what, I'd take some money, and I'd be getting me a circle track, and I'd be getting me a car, and I'd be practicing every day.
Every day, yeah.
That's the only thing he's stopping him.
He will be, again, he would be a monster. He would be a monster if he could get that some consistency, top 15s regularly, even just regular top 15s out of these circle tracks would help him if he's going to go in there and just dominate these road courses. Of course, he's going to have to battle with his teammate now in the future, but
yeah, that's his only thing. When it comes to a road course, he'd kick everybody's ass. That's just flat out bottom. At least the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And this year especially, he ain't mastered that circle track yet. And I'm just telling you. Trackhouse, man, let him go on vacation as soon as you get back. Go somewhere. Take him to Hickory. Rent Martinsville for a day. Go to Hickory. Go to Milwaukee Mile. Go to Rockingham. Get him on a short track. If you got to get a team up, I sort of miss the testing days.
Yeah.
Because now it's no test. It's tire testing. It's not.
I miss that too because they used to come here like weeks before here in Daytona. They used to come weeks before, and we used to be able to go sit in the stands for free and watch them test the cars. And you know, there was 3-4 days of that. It was fun. It was always fun to go there. Sometimes we, you know, back when I had a real job, I'd sneak out of work and go to the track and watch some testing during the week. It was fun. I wasn't the only one doing it though. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, it was a fun time. I miss testing days too. Plus, testing days. I mean, this guy, for example, SVG could go do all the damn testing, you know, for Trackhouse and get better at what he's doing, you know?
Right.
But yeah, you don't have that now. So it's tricky for him. He's just learning on the fly.
So what it comes down to is the team the team are going to have to pay for some track rental time somewhere, you know, to get. I mean, short track and short track. I mean, yeah, they're all different. They've all got their different grooves and this and that. But he's got to get time to learn that short track, especially that short track racing. He's got to learn that. Now, I think the 1.5 miles will fall in. You know, and the super speedway is sort of, let's face it, you and I both agree. You've been to Daytona, what, 40 years? You've been 45 years you've been going to Daytona.
Good Lord.
At least.
My birthday's next Thursday, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, no, probably longer than 40 years, actually, now that you said that.
Okay.
It's been longer than that.
So you've been through the plate racing and all that. That's never going to happen again. Okay. So, and I mean, everybody, I saw Tony Stewart. He said, you know, he said, I'm probably going to take crap for this. The Daytona 500 is not what the Daytona 500 used to be. Okay. Because it's so opened up now that anything can happen, that anybody could win. You can't get a projected winner. You know what I mean? I mean, what Hamlin's won it what, 2-3 times. He's won it. Gordon won it a couple.
Yeah, anybody can win those super speedway races.
Anybody can win it. Yeah, it's not.
I mean, even during the restrictor plate races, you know, you brought it up a little while back. Dale Jarrett, he'd go back there and ride around the back the whole race and then win. Yep. You know, I mean, that's what we're talking about, though.
He kept the car clean.
Daytona's been that way for quite a while now, where it hasn't been, you know, what you're talking about, but it's been that way in different segments, you know. Like I said, the restrictor plate racing, you ride in the back. I mean, hell, I don't know how he did it. It must have been magic. But that year that Dale Earnhardt died, and Dale Jr. passed like 8 cars by himself to win the 400. Yeah. I don't know how he did that, but I mean, I guess there was a time where you didn't even need a drafting partner to pass 8 cars, you know. And I mean, even these days, you know, everybody's riding around. They get about 50 to go. They get a little squirrely. You get about 30 to go. Now you're watching some racing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's anybody's show, man. It's anybody's show.
I like the old slingshot days, man. I love that. That's what was so cool about it.
I mean, they're so close together. They're so close together. You don't ever know who the big one's going to take out and who the big one is going to leave in the race, and that's why it's anybody's race.
There's a great interview.
One of the big reasons.
There's a great interview on YouTube, Kenny Wallace and Rusty. Have you seen this?
I have not.
You remember when Nextel came in as a title sponsor right after, I guess, Winston left or whatever?
Yes, sir.
So they were. And they were trying to get it all together and with the networks, and they wanted to test things about the telemetry with the cars. And they wanted a couple of drivers to come down. So why things are pitching today, but here. Anyhow, they wanted them to test a couple of cars. Well, Rusty said, yeah, I'll go. They took the plates off them. This was a private type of thing. This was all about Nextel. Yeah. This telemetry. And they wanted to see if the telemetry systems with Nextel would keep up with the cars. Do you know how fast Rusty got the car? How fast he got it?
Without a restrictor plate on it?
Without a plate on it.
How fast?
I believe it was at Talladega they did this, at Talladega.
Which is a tick faster than Daytona.
240.1 miles an hour. Rusty said the car was about to lift like an airplane.
I believe that.
So that's how fast that they could get them there. It was open. No other cars on the track. Just wide open, dumped it, took the plate off, the most power, the most horsepower that the motor had at the time, and let it fly. Rusty said, scared the living shit out of it. That's exactly what he said. Watch, it's a great interview. Kenny and Rusty together. I've been watching a lot of these guys. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what I saw. Since you're speaking of watching some other people, I saw, and I'm wondering what you think about this. I saw Kevin Harvick the other day. He was speaking about he didn't understand why there were Saturday night races in NASCAR. Okay, for two reasons. One, he goes, yeah, sure, Saturday night races packs the stands. But he goes, but the viewership on TV is much less than Sunday races. Okay, like it's a lot less Saturday night to watch a NASCAR race than it is to watch one on Sunday, which makes sense. Even though it's football season and all that other stuff, it would still benefit better. And he said he would rather there be more viewers on TV than in the stands. I found that odd, being that you are an athlete. This is your domain. I know that I don't like to do shows. I don't like to go racing. I don't like to do any of these things without people there. Right. I do get that all the money's in the TV stuff. So that's probably why he said it. But at the same time, I mean, as a athlete or entertainer or whatever you want to call me. I mean, listen, with that tour of destruction that I ran for the first time after not racing for a long time last year, and there was just thousands of people. The place was sold out at Orlando Speed World. There wasn't nothing like that to me, sitting in the car and just looking around, seeing the kids enjoying themselves, just everybody just in the stands. I mean, it really pumped me up for what was about to happen in a good time. And the same goes for a comedy show. You know, if I walk into a comedy show, there's 8 people. I'm not too enthusiastic. I'm going to give them a show like it's 800, or at least I'm going to try to. But, I'm not as excited about doing a show for 8 people as I would be for 80 people or, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I feel like the liveness, the electric, the atmosphere and all that other stuff's pretty important. But I get it, television dollars, but I don't know if I agree with it at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, Saturday, TV's viewership's going to be down on Saturday night. People that are going to go out, I don't care what kind of music or this or that.
Right.
Country artists, rock artists, hip hop, this. Why does it make any difference? Saturday night's a night to go out.
Yeah, more people go out Saturday night than they do Sunday afternoon. I get it. I get it, but.
And then also NASCAR competing now. They're competing with them. Did you hear this? Did you hear what Goodell wants to do? We might get screwed on the 500 here, buddy. Goodell wants to have another week of NFL football, 18 weeks, which would mean everything would finish the week of Daytona. So we'd have to move Daytona.
Or they'll have to move the football season forward. I don't think they're going to get that far, though. I don't think the NFL will get that far. They got a long way to go. They just expanded to doing only 3 preseason games and having a 17-week season, which goes 18 weeks anyway because of the bye week. But and the plus, but yeah, they just did that. So I mean, I don't think the players are behind that too much either. The little bit that I've seen about it, but
yeah, I mean, I just think it's you're pushing. Anyhow, NHRA news, you got it, Tony Stewart. Let's roll that. We'll get this thing. We'll get some good stuff coming up here.
Yeah, Tony Stewart Racing has announced that Matt Hagan has signed a multi-year extension to continue driving the Dodge SRT Hellcat funny car in HRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series. The native of Christiansburg, Virginia, Hagan is a 4-time NHRA funny car champion. 2011, 14, 20, and 23 is when he captured those.
Great guy. Fantastic. We've had him on the show here a couple of times. A farming guy, cattle, and grows CBD too. You know that?
No.
Yeah, he grows CBD stuff. No, for pain. Yeah, he does not grow technically cannabis, that kind of style of cannabis. He grows CBD cannabis.
I know what it is.
Yep. Leah's back in. Kick Tony out. He's done. Toast. Thank you.
Thanks for being a regular season champion. Now get out of my seat.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say I'll use this. Oh, you
even though you own the car, it's still my seat. Oh,
yeah, here's my seat. Here's a
you own the seat. Oh,
Yeah, here's my seat. Here's little Dominic, because she's had Dominic, right? Here's little Dominic. Here you go, Tony. I want my car back. You're attending to him.
there you go. Now it's weird. We both have stuffed animals on the camera.
Anyhow, I we'll see what happens with him. I just think it's she's been out doing runs. She's been in the car, so we'll have to see what happens. How about a lot of IndyCar news? Andretti Global has announced this past couple of weeks. You got that?
Yeah, they announced on September 3rd that the two-time NTT IndyCar Series champion and 2018 Indianapolis 500 champion, presented by Grainbridge, the winner, Will Power, will join the team starting in 2026. The Australia native Power will drive the number 26 Andretti Honda as Colton Herta moves on to serve as a test driver for the Cadillac Formula One team. So after all those years with Penske, he parted ways with him on September 2nd and got a job on September 3rd. Hey, man.
Yep. Renus BK, he's moving along. They're all moving along.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want me to take that part too?
Oh, I don't care. I was just saying Renus BK, they're all moving. They're moving around. Go ahead.
Yeah, they are. They're moving around. Renus VK, he became the second NTT IndyCar Series driver to part company with his team on September 2nd, as media reports and social media posts had indicated he was leaving Dale Coyne Racing after one season. VK 24 issued in an Instagram post thanking Coyne in the efforts this season. He's ended Sunday, August 31st at Nashville Speedway. The team was responded. It was an amazing year. Thank you for giving us your best day in and day out. We want to wish you the best of luck on all future endeavors. That post came from the same day from Tim when Team Penske spit it out, announced the parting of Will Power as well there. So that's where that happened. That sounds like a generic statement that everybody says when they break up.
I'm out of here.
Hey, it was amazing. It was amazing. It didn't work out. Goodbye.
Yeah. That's the way it goes. Real quickly, I would like to thank David and Shanna, our group podcasters, motorsports people at Scratch out of Wisconsin. I'm not quite sure. I did a show with them. They called and wanted an interview. What the hell do you want to interview me for? But they watched the show, and so I did. The name of the program is called Blown Pistons. They're out of Wisconsin. Great short track area. That's Dick Trickle. That's Dick Trickle area all the way up there. And so I'll find out, and we'll get a copy of this, and we'll put it up. Had a good time with those folks. And we talked a little bit of old school and how things were, and had just a great conversation with them. I wish them all the best. It's called Blown Pistons. Everybody, just check them out. Research them, Google search them. They've got them on a multiple variety formats and streaming services there. So just check them out. They were good people. I enjoyed it. I want to thank them for having me on the program. So I also got an email from our friends over at MRN. And apparently they're going to be branching out. And I don't know if this came from Mr. Motley or if I don't know if it came from Jose. But I got an email, and they were interested in speaking with us about short track West Coast racing. And because they know the Bull Ring here and the Bushes all came from here. Jesse Love raced out here. I mean, a bunch of people have raced at this track out here. So we'll see what happens with that. And I want to thank those people and everything else. But, it was a real fun time. So. What's up? Oh, hey, real quickly, hold on a second. Let me
here it comes.
Let me pull back my gizmo rhythm things. Friday afternoons there, Scratch. Tell us all about it. Let me see if there's the overlay right there. Tell us all about the High Banks, buddy.
Yeah, my racing radio show, the High Banks on WSBB. That's AM 1230 or 106.9 here in our Volusia County area. We're the great voice of Volusia County. The High Banks is every Friday at 5 o'clock. My boy Alan Michaels right there. He joins me every Friday about 5:30 for the back half of the show as we do a racing around the country segment there where we have interviews and things like that. Or a couple of weeks there, I had just talked to him about the playoffs and things like that. But Alan joins me for the High Banks for the back half of that show. And again, it's been fun to do it, man. And I'll be on there tomorrow WSBB. Again, AM 1230 right here in our local area, or 106.9 FM. Or if you're anywhere else, you can check it out on the TuneIn app. That is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. Looking forward to talking to you a little bit tomorrow about anything, whatever we're going to talk about. The same stuff we talked about today, maybe just more of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have ARCA. You'll have ARCA series results. You're gonna have their truck results tomorrow. They'll be just getting tuned up just about that time. They'll be tuned up, getting ready to Xfinity.
Yep.
This is make or break it weekend out here in Bristol for those boys who are all on the bottom of the shelf. The Xfinity series gets card. The trucks are already rolling. Xfinity gets their playoff starts this weekend. Cup boys, you got 2 down, 1 left in the hole for the round of 16. So it's a make or break weekend for everybody out there. And this could be a big spoiling weekend. This could be a big spoiler weekend. You get a couple of guys that are in the shot for the chase that end up in the top 2, top 3, top 4, top 5. This is a good chance, things could happen. You agree, Scratch, short track racing? I mean, guys that are in the back of the pack, you got to look at SVG. You got to look at Dylan there.
Yeah. Hey, listen, when you need what SVG needs and you're going to Bristol, you're in trouble.
Yeah, but the whole point of this is, you get raced these guys. You get Hamlin, you get Elliott, you get Blaney, you get Logano, and these guys racing early. They end up getting smashing and crashing and bashing. Sometimes you might be the best of the Dale Jarrett at the back of the pack until 20 to go.
Yeah, be the back of the pack.
You
Well, I mean, that's what he's going to need, because I feel like this is going to be a tough one to bump SVG in there. And I thought for sure he might be able to get at least a decent finish out of one of the other 2 races before now, and probably be sitting okay at least to get into the next round where there's a road course. But apparently, once again, I was wrong about that too.
Trackhouse, get some racetracks, get him on vacation, get him back to the States. Get the car, get him to the track. I'm just telling you, I'm telling you, I agree with you, Scratch. I agree 100%. If this guy can figure out the short track, figure out the circle tracks, y'all better buckle down, because he could be a monster out there. I'm telling you, a monster, because he can drive.
Put him in some Xfinity races. That's not a road course.
Yeah.
Where you know what I mean? I mean, that would help too, wouldn't it? I mean, I know you're putting him in there. You're putting him in Xfinity races to try to win them. Or Junior is anyway, but man, so put him in some Xfinity series. Hell, put him in a couple truck races. Put him in anything that goes around in a circle.
Every race car driver doesn't go out to lose. Know that. I mean, for sure. But maybe in this point,
it's funny. We're talking about a 4-time winner though this year. You know what I mean? We're still talking. Regardless, we're talking about a 4-time NASCAR Cup winner this year.
Yeah, and we're talking about a series champion in his homelands, in his area, man. 7, 8 championships there too. It's just that he has not figured out. The thing of it is, the testing is the only way that he's got it. Because I mean, you're not going to set him out on the track and tell him, okay, man, we just want you to go out there and ride around. We don't want you to try to win. You're not going to tell a race car. You're not going to tell a race car driver now that he can't win, or not to try to win.
I think the last race, though, they kind of had a pit strategy failure, is kind of how he ended up not doing so well last week, if I'm not mistaken. But still.
I don't know. We'll see. Bristol, it's going to be Bristol. It's crazy. Saturday night racing. I like short track racing on a Saturday night. I like it. I mean, it reminds me of being at the bull ring. It reminds me of any local track that you go to around the country. New Smyrna, they race on Saturday night in New Smyrna, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But if I want to, I mean, not this Saturday, but if I want to go out Saturday to the short track, I'm going to miss the NASCAR race.
Well, that's true. Or you do what we used to do. Well, you know what Diane and I used to do? They used to do that. We'd bring it back when we had the old radios where you could put everything on your phone. Because in North Carolina, just about every sports station or country station picks up MRN or PRN.
For sure.
We'd be sitting at the Madhouse in Winston-Salem at Bowman Gray Stadium, be watching the races, and if they had Bristol going on, we'd have it in the bud in a year. Nowadays, we got all these. Nowadays, all you got to do is log on to these things.
That's all you got to do.
That's it. Comedy shows this weekend. What are you doing?
No, but the comedy auction has been a blast. I've had a lot of fun doing that still. It's always a good time, man. You meet all kinds of interesting people, and then they keep telling me that the wintertime is going to be busier, and I can't wait. So I'm looking forward to that, and I am discussing with another comedy producer about putting a few things together. So we'll see how that goes. I'm on September 20th at Jerry's Tiki Bar. I'm going to be the MC for this thing called Decades on the Beach, which is like a little festival right down here. It's right in Ponce Inlet. It's literally about 2 miles from my house. So that's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to MCing that. Decades on the Beach. Jerry's Tiki Bar, Ponce Inlet. Fun time.
Pretty cool.
I think it will be.
I wish I was in. You know what? I wish I was in Hickory this weekend. $5 races in Hickory, boy.
Okay.
Earnhardt Junior. I like when he said something. They're talking about nicknames and everything. Junebug. And he said, "Yeah, Walter made that up for me."
Yeah, you know what? I saw that. I saw what you're talking about right now about the nicknames.
But you know what? Economy's tight for everybody. But get the fans in the stands, man. You got to get butts in the seats. They're buying the burgers. They're buying the hot dogs. They're buying the beers and the Coca-Colas, the local souvenirs. You know, the kid out there that, he scraped together enough money to get a dozen or 2 dozen T-shirts together. Come on. You can't beat it. $5.
Yeah, you can't really. No, you can't.
I'm glad to see somebody like him doing. I mean, he's worth almost $500 million. I think the last time I looked, he was like at 420.
Who?
And he's bought into this. Another thing, I don't know if you caught this. You got Tony Stewart at Eldora last weekend. Did you see that? Did you see a packed record crowd? They had to squirt him down with oil to get him in there. And Tony Stewart out before the race out there helped smooth him out on the track, riding around on a 4-wheeler with a headset and his shorts. But you know what I mean? This is what is cool. To see people like Tony Stewart and Junior. I know, I don't know. I'm sure Harvick's going to be there this weekend. I'm sure he's going to be. He's hosting the World of Outlaws. But I mean, this is so cool to see these guys that have made it in the series that are coming back and taking tracks and bringing tracks back up. We're losing good local racetracks.
Right.
And I think you'd agree with me. Get out, support local racing, man.
Absolutely. It's a good time.
You can't beat it. It doesn't make a difference. You're looking for a local track. If you like NASCAR, if you like stock car, go to NASCAR / whatever the damn thing's called, and put local in there. They'll pull the whole map up for you.
New Smyrna Speedway is one of those tracks.
Yeah. I mean, if you're into drag racing, then, go to NHRA or IHRA,
right?
And search local. Go find you some local. They got a thing out here on Friday. It got so big here. Drag racing got so big, Scratch, at the strip on Friday, they had to add a second night. It got so big. Guys, come out. You bring your own cars and run it. On Friday night, they run the old, like the muscle cars, like the old, Chevelles and the Ford Torino, the old muscle cars.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday night, they let the young kids, they bring them out with their Hondas and the Toyotas with the turbochargers and the boost and all that stuff. They pack them out. They're running 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Come on. Get out and support local racing.
For sure.
Anyhow, we're kicking back. I'm going to be at the door tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. We're here at the Gene Woods Racing Experience right across the hallway. Going to be at the door meeting and greeting our friends. Don't forget, we got happy hour here every day, noon to 6. $5 off for everybody. I don't care if you we got signs. Gene's got all kinds of signs and stuff everywhere. I don't care if you take a picture of the sign. You walk through the door and you're here to race go-karts, $5 off, noon to 6, straight off the board. I don't know if he's going to be happy I did that, but I'm doing it. He's a good guy. He's a real good guy. And I have a pleasure working with him and for him and doing things, and it's just fantastic. I think Diane's just about done with her dialysis, so I'm going to cut a trail. And I think we're going to have us a nice big fat pizza tonight. How about that?
Nice. That sounds good.
We'll do that for you. Any closing comments? Winner this weekend in Bristol? Pick him one. You want to pick one?
No. Let's see at Bristol.
Wait a second. Let me write this. I got my pad right down here, so we'll see if we're online.
This is going to
okay,
I don't know why the first name that come to mind. I guess probably because I'm surprised at where he's at in the points right now. I'm going to say it, though. Bubba.
You're going to take Bubba.
Yep. Out of everybody, I just feel like Bubba's going to somehow or another. I don't know. Again, I'm wrong, but I'm going to take Bubba this week.
You're going to take Bubba Wallace and Bubba Wallace, and he's in the 23 car, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know what?
Then I started thinking Ross Chastain after that. That would be plan B. I know there's guys with a better chance at it than either one of them guys too. But who are you taking? You're going to take the easy route, right? Well, you can take Kyle Larson.
No, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking Young Money. I said this earlier in the show. I think it's been a really, really tough year for Kyle Busch.
Oh.
And he's done well at Bristol.
Okay. Okay, so we're both
I'm going to take the number 8.
All right.
From RCR.
All right.
I'm taking KB.
All right.
And before we go, have you seen any? I'm going to tell you something.
All right.
You got to go watch his wife's podcast.
I saw you posted the On Pit Road Racing post. Yes.
She's hilarious.
She is. I see.
She
I
is
see her on TikTok a lot, and she's pretty funny.
Oh, listen, and we'll go out on this one. This will keep everybody thinking. She did a thing. She had Kyle on. She has a girl on that they do their health wellness. She's really into this health wellness thing. Okay, Diane follows her left and right. Diane's getting stars from her because she likes her stuff so much. Hold on a second. Let me put our winners thing up here real fast so I don't lose it. So I tuned in the other day ago, and she's got Kyle on the show. And so they decide they're going to do questions from the fans or questions, written fans, whatever you want to call it, friends, whatever. And question comes out. Samantha reads a question. She goes, Kyle's not had a really good year. And when he has a bad day, when he comes home, does he take it out on you? You know what Kyle's response was? And it's live. It's there. You could see it. You know what Kyle's response was?
What was it?
Out in the bedroom.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So then they go on. Somebody asked about another question, and she busts Kyle big time. Kyle admits it. He's part of the Mile High Club.
You can do that when you have your own plane, which I'm sure he does, or at least flies privately.
Okay. So then there was
you saw what happened to Clark Griswold when he tried that on a commercial flight, right?
Yeah, going to the Mirage. We have an excellent dry cleaning service here, sir.
That's right.
So the fight, you got to go back and I'm telling you, Diane was watching this stuff. And I turned around and I said, are you kidding me? And so they talk about the Mile High Club, then what was it? The final thing that somebody, one of them have an accident, PP accident. Samantha looks at him and says, I'm going to tell you something. You try pushing out an 8-pound kid between your loins. I won't use because they go, look, between your loins. You tell me how it feels. And the entire time, which is the kicker of it is Kyle's response is, why are you yelling at me? You're always yelling at me. You're always yelling. I'm just telling you, folks, if you want a good laugh, if you want to uplift yourself, watch some Samantha and Kyle Busch podcast stuff because, they are just scratch that. You're going to don't eat or drink and do not take a drink of a beer, soda, or anything to watch this because I'm telling you, you're going to spit it out. It is that funny. They really are. Anything else?
No, you can check out my website, comedyfromscratch.com or nutshackentertainment.com. There, that's it. That's all I have.
Okay.
That and the lucky rabbit. Name's food.
There it is. Poor rabbit.
It's still here, though, all these months later, and it's still here.
There's going to be a
here.
It's going to be a night of destruction coming, and I know that one day you'll look at me and the rabbit will be gone. Or it'll just have one little piece of paw or something.
I'll show it to you in a Ziploc bag. What's left? Actually, it would probably be gone, I'd imagine. I can't imagine strapping it to the front of the car and it's still having any rabbit left.
Want to thank the Gene Woods Racing Experience, Woods Family Sandwiches, the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Atlanta Motorsports Park, Red One Scooters, Hammer and Harry's in the downtown Grand. They're our official show partners here. We thank them for their support, everything they do for us. We'll get back to racing around the country, bring around our local racers here as we head down the final stretch of the 2025 season. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, it's real easy. Just drop us a line at onpitroadracing@gmail.com. Post your name, your address, contact information, what division you run, whether you're running a stock car, drag car, dirt, asphalt, whatever it may be. And we'd love to have you on the show because you guys are the ones that make the show. We took a little time off, and I want to thank everybody for their best wishes. We had some comments that came in. I want to thank the Beaties over there saying hi and hello to Diane. Bob down there wishing her best of luck. We're glad you're home. Thanks for everybody. We do appreciate it. We've always tried to keep things, I said at the beginning of the show, sort of our personal things, which I have no problem with people that, want to take pictures, selfies, either at the hospital or something. I have no problem with that. That's their choice to do. We just don't do it, and we just don't post things on our social media accounts. Oh, my God, we're here, we're there. If we have to go, we have to go. We'll wait to see what the outcome comes, and then we'll let everybody know what happens. But thanks for the support, everybody. Thank you for your support, too, Scratch. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I love you guys.
All righty. Oh, there went my camera. There went my camera again.
You know what that means.
Yep. I guess let me pop it back and see if we got. There we are.
Oh, look at that one. You're back to the one with the glow. The glow. You look like a ghost in that one.
How about I go ahead and... Oh, my goodness gracious. Let me see here. Where am I at?
You should have came back with that camera and went boo.
Yeah, I guess so. Let me see if I can find the outro now. I lost the outro. The outro's gone. Everything. This crazy system that they got here. I'm just telling you, they reloaded all the stuff in here, and it's just nuts. I got to figure it all out again. Anyhow. Here it is. I'm going to call for John, okay?
All right, Casper.
Have yourself a great weekend, everybody. Here we go. We only got off a little hook today, but it was good to be back with everybody. I want to thank everybody for your love and support out there. Scratch the K down Daytona Beach. Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas at the WCOBM studios. Back at you next Thursday, 3 p.m. here on the West Coast, 6 on the East Coast. Our good friend Jose Carrera will join us, special guest on the show next week, okay? Have a great race weekend.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.